Hi there YouTube friends, welcome back to Auntie A's Kitchen, and today we're going to be making a very simple and delicious beef stroganoff, and we're going to serve it alongside some egg noodles. And if you like eating mushrooms and steak, then I think you're really going to enjoy today's recipe. So thanks for watching, let's get cooking. The great thing about this classic recipe is there's not only very little prep, but it also cooks very quickly, so it makes it the perfect weeknight meal. So start by chopping up some parsley, which we're going to use for garnish later, and then roughly cut up one onion into medium-sized strips. For the beef you want to use tender or juicy cuts such as sirloin or ribeye. Today I'm using some wagyu. Just make sure to trim off any excess fat, and when you cut the steak into thin strips, make sure to cut against the grain. Next you're going to want to slice up your mushrooms. You can use any type of mushroom. I think brown mushrooms also work really well, but just use whatever you have to hand. Now for your beef stroganoff sauce, it can be prepared in two different ways. I have some cream that I need to use up, so you'll see me measuring out the cream, which I'm going to mix with the classic sour cream. But I believe in more traditional recipes, a beef stock is used and then mixed with sour cream. You can serve your beef stroganoff with bread, pasta, rice, potatoes to soak up all of the delicious sauce, but today we're going to go with my personal favourite, some egg noodles. So place a pan of water onto your stove. You're going to want to bring this up to a boil and make sure to season well with some salt. Place some oil into your pan and a knob of butter, then as the butter starts to melt, add your onions. Let your onions cook for several minutes, and as they start to become soft, add your mushrooms to the pan and give everything a good mix. You want your mushrooms to be evenly coated with the butter. May I welcome all of the new subscribers this week and just say hi, my name's Amanda, I'm just a home cook, and actually today's recipe was a request, and if there are any other recipes that aren't on the channel that you would like me to make, please leave a comment below. Season your onions and mushrooms with some salt and pepper, give a good mix and allow them to cook until they have a golden colour. Once cooked, take them off the heat and place them into a bowl and set them aside. Then turn up the heat of your pan to high and add a little more oil if needed. While your pan heats up, the water should have boiled, so add your egg noodles to the water and give them a good stir so that they don't stick to the bottom. Add your steak to the pan and make sure that it's evenly spaced out, and if you're cooking a lot of steak, you might want to cook this in batches. Space out your beef and try not to touch it. Season with some salt and pepper and then just let it cook for about 1 to 2 minutes on high heat just to brown off the meat. Then flip your steak over and allow the other side to cook, and while this is cooking you can quickly give your pasta or egg noodles a quick stir. After 2 minutes, add a drop of wine. Traditionally brandy is used, but I like to use rosé as this brings a wonderful richness of flavour to the dish. Then just allow the alcohol to cook off before then adding the onions and mushrooms back into your pan. Then add a good splash of Worcestershire sauce and then a generous spoonful of Dijon mustard and get this all mixed in well together. If you have not already, turn the heat down to low on your pan, and at this stage you can either add your beef broth or, as I'm doing, add your cream. And a quick tip is to make sure that you add your sour cream immediately to your beef broth or your cream, and this will stop your sauce from splitting. Check on your egg noodles, one final stir and turn the heat off. Then all you need to do is have a taste of your sauce and season with salt and pepper if needed, and then just wait for your sauce to heat up, and as soon as it starts to bubble it's ready to serve. These are optional extras, but I always like to garnish with a contrasting colour, so some pepper, parsley on the egg noodles and parsley and paprika on the beef stroganoff, and don't forget a good glass of red wine. So here we have a simple to make but packed with flavour creamy beef stroganoff served with some egg noodles that's absolutely delicious, and I think your family and friends will enjoy eating it too. And a quick fact about myself, I don't like eating mushrooms, but I really like eating this recipe. The flavours are simple but work really well together. So if you haven't already, may I invite you to subscribe and press the like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless.